become famous for composing his Rhapsody in Blue in 1927, and then his American in Paris in, 1924, and then his American in Paris in 1927. He was also a prolific Broadway composer. And the show, Girl Crazy, made its debut in 1930. And it's the show that revolves musical comedy revolving a young playboy by the name of Danny Churchill, who was a New Yorker, and his family decides to send him out to Arizona to take over the family ranch. Well, when he gets there, he turns it into a dude ranch, and he brings all his friends from New York, and they have a great time. Now the show, the plot isn't so great, but the show itself produced some great stars. It introduced a young telephone operator who had been discovered, a lady whose last name was Zimmerman, who came to the stage, made her debut in the show. She became known as Ethel Merman. And also was the star of the show was another great woman by the name of Ginger Rogers. So those two women teaming up in this great Gershwin show, which by the way had great musical numbers like Embraceable You, But Not For Me, and then Ethel Merman's great showcase number of I Got Rhythm. And so you'll hear those pieces in this terrific arrangement. This is based on the original arrangement that was performed that night as the show opened. So if you can imagine, you're in the theater just like this, the curtain is down, and George Gershwin himself came to conduct the overture, because he liked to do that on opening nights. And besides having great music by the great Gershwin and these great stars, there were also two members in the orchestra pit who would go on to become stars in their own right. One of them was a clarinet and saxophone player by the name of Benny Goodman. And in the trombone section was a skinny kid by the name of Glenn Miller. Before they made it big with their own bands, they were working musicians in New York City. So sit back and enjoy the overture to Girl Crazy.